Simulation and strategy game is a genre that easily sucks you into the game and makes you forget about time while playing it. In this video, we are going to see the best indie game from both of genre that was released in 2025. We got 15 games, and we start with Whiskerwood. Whiskerwood is a sophisticated strategy city builder that blends the complex production chains with the vertical survival mechanics. Set in a world where industrious mice must build a thriving colony under the oppressive paw of feline overlords. The game forces you to stack buildings and manage elevators to conserve limited island space, all while balancing the needs of your mouse citizens against the brutal tax demands of their cat masters. The game offers constant, engaging tension between expansion and survival. You aren't just building a city, you are managing a rebellion in waiting, where the deep industrial simulation feels weighty and meaningful because every resource production chain directly impacts your ability to appease to predators looming above. Beholder Conductor is a grimly compelling strategy spin-off that transports the series' signature dystopian paranoia onto the rails of the Determination Bringer, a legendary train cutting through a totalitarian state. The game casts you as a senior conductor who must balance mundane duties like checking tickets and managing carriage comfort with the ministry's secret demands to spy on, search, and report your passengers. Unlike the static apartment of the first game, the train creates a transient, high-pressure environment where passengers come and go rapidly, forcing you to make split-second, life-or-death decisions that feel impactful and urgent. The mix of Papers, Please-style bureaucracy with deep narrative choices offers a satisfyingly stressful simulation where your loyalty is constantly tested against your humanity. Easy Delivery Co. is a deceptively simple delivery simulator that masterfully bridges the gap between cozy job games and low-key psychological horror, casting you as a driver navigating a snowy mountain town in a humble key truck. The game rejecting modern conveniences, there is no GPS, forcing you to actually learn the roads, read signs, and physically manage your cargo to prevent packages from tumbling out of your tailgate on icy turns. The PS1-style low-poly graphics and drum and bass soundtrack create a liminal vibe, where the relaxing loop of delivering parcels is constantly shadowed by a sense of unease, corporate satire, and the creeping suspicion that something is very wrong with this quiet town. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days is a gritty, side-scrolling survival game that successfully evolves a franchise from its endless runner roots into a deep, psychological management sim set in a zombie-infested 1980s Texas. It challenges you to lead a group of desperate survivors through a heat-wave-stricken city, balancing the tension of 2.5D scavenging runs, where stealth and limited ammo are your only defenses, with complex shelter management similar to This War of Mine. What makes it good is its suffocating atmosphere and high stakes. The permadeath mechanic means every mistake on a supply run can cost you a skilled survivor forever, while the deep, human systems force you to manage not just hunger and fatigue, but the trauma, relationships, and morale of your group. News Tower is a captivating management tycoon sim set in 1930s New York that challenges you to build a media empire from a basement print shop into a towering beacon of influence. The game distinguishes itself with a tactile editorial puzzle mechanic, where you must physically lay out headlines on the front page to maximize sales, all while managing a complex production chain of reporters, photographers, and noisy printing presses. What makes it good is the constant, high-stakes moral balancing act. You aren't just optimizing profits, but navigating the treacherous political waters of the Depression era, constantly forced to choose between journalistic integrity and the corruption of powerful factions like the Mafia or the Mayor, all wrapped in a stylish Art Deco aesthetic and snappy jazz soundtrack. Promise Mascot Agency is a cozy, cursed open-world management game that plays like a surreal fusion of Yakuza melodrama and creature collecting, set in a forgotten Japanese town populated by living, breathing mascots. You will play as Michi, a disgraced lieutenant who must rebuild his honor by driving a customizable K-truck around town, recruiting bizarre creatures like a walking block of tofu or an irritable finger, and managing their chaotic gigs via a card-based tactical minigame. The game offers impeccable weirdo with a heart of gold vibe. It balances the repetitive nature of management sims with a genuinely touching narrative about community restoration and redemption, all wrapped in a vibrant, funky aesthetic that makes even the most mundane tasks feel stylish and full of personality. Eriksholm: The Stolen Dream is a narrative-driven stealth strategy game that reimagines the isometric tactics genre through a highly polished cinematic lens. Set in a fictional Nordic city inspired by the early 1900s, it follows Hannah, a young woman searching for her missing brother, challenging you to switch between 3 distinct characters to solve tactical puzzles and outmaneuver guards in a totalitarian state. Unlike many genre peers that prioritize open-ended sandbox chaos, this game delivers a tightly curated, story-rich experience where the beautiful Unreal Engine 5 visuals, excellent voice acting, and linear level design create a gripping, movie-like atmosphere that keeps you invested in the character's survival just as much as the tactical gameplay.
They will show no mercy, and I'll make sure of it!
Keep Driving is a nostalgic management game with roguelike elements that captures the specific freedom of a cross-country road trip in the early 2000s. The game gamifies the mundane obstacles of the open road, like getting stuck behind a slow tractor or navigating a rainstorm, into a unique turn-based combat system where you use skills and glove box items to keep your momentum going. It perfectly balances the stress of survival resource management, watching your fuel, cash, and energy, with a deeply relaxing atmosphere, driven by a fantastic Swedish indie pop soundtrack and charming pixel art that makes every procedurally generated run feel like a personal, memorable summer adventure. Door Kickers 2 Task Force North is the definitive top-down tactical strategy game that trades the police precision of the original for the chaotic, high-explosive intensity of modern military special ops. Set in a fictionalized Middle East, it tasks you with commanding a squad of Rangers or CIA operators through intricate, deadly raids where intelligence is scarce and every corner is a potential ambush. The game has unparalleled freedom of approach, combined with satisfyingly destructible environments. You are no longer limited by doors. You can blow holes in walls to create new entry points, cut the power to utilize night vision advantages, or coordinate simultaneous sniper shots. It masters the plan, execute, adapt loop, where creating a complex, synchronized timeline of actions feels incredibly rewarding when it works. Tavern Keeper is a whimsical fantasy management sim from Greenheart Games, creators of Game Dev Tycoon, that challenging you to build and run a bustling inn for a motley crew of adventurers. Its offer incredibly robust and tactile building system that allows for minute customization down to the placement of individual tankards while you manage the chaotic logistics of staff morale, food supplies, and diverse customer quirks. This deep simulation, balanced with a heartwarming comedic tone. The game feels alive with personality, from the unique animations of drunk patrons to the scripted campaign scenarios that add narrative weight to your business expansion, making it a cozy yet strategically rewarding experience that avoids the dryness often found in other Tycoon games.
You help me, I pay you gold.
Tiny Bookshop is an ambient narrative management game that perfectly captures the romantic fantasy of leaving the daily grind behind to run a mobile bookstore by the sea. You drive a customizable tiny trailer to various scenic locations, stocking it with secondhand books and decorations to attract specific local readers. The game focuses on the intimacy of matching the right story to the right person. The low-stakes gameplay, combined with a comforting isometric art style and soothing audio, creates a serene, restorative loop where success is measured not just in profit, but in the small, meaningful connections you build with the community through the love of literature. Whisper of the House is a unique, cozy mystery organization game that evolves the satisfying decluttering loop of unpacking by embedding a supernatural detective layer within the chores. It places you in a vibrant, isometric pixel art town where, aided by a floating robot assistant, you accept commissions to clean and decorate the homes of quirky residents. What makes it good is how it subverts the genre's safety. While the core gameplay of arranging furniture offers Zen-like relaxation, the experience is elevated by an anomaly hunting mechanic where you must spot subtle, eerie oddities, like a book floating on its own or a flickering ghost, transforming a simple simulation into a compelling narrative puzzle that constantly rewards your attention to detail. The Altars is a mind-bending sci-fi survival game that reimagines the genre as a deep philosophical character study. Stranded on a hostile planet with a deadly rotating sun, you play as Jan Dolsky, a simple worker who must survive by creating altars, clones of himself derived from different life paths he could have taken, such as a scientist or a botanist. What makes it good is how it transforms internal conflict into a tangible gameplay mechanic. You aren't just managing nameless drones, but mediating complex arguments between versions of yourself who have different personalities, regrets, and skills. This unique social dynamic, combined with the stress of managing a massive mobile wheelbase to outrun the sunrise, creates a gripping experience where emotional survival is just as difficult and necessary as gathering resources. Town to City is a delightfully tranquil city builder that abandons the stress of grid-based efficiency for pure artistic freedom, allowing you to construct idyllic 19th century Mediterranean settlements with organic, winding streets. The game also has smart decoration system that contextually adapt to their surroundings. Drag a flower patch near a window and it automatically becomes a window box. Place it on a wall and it transforms into creeping vines. Instead of managing complex supply chains or traffic jams, the core loop focuses on painting a functional town, where the happiness of your voxel citizens is directly tied to how aesthetically pleasing you make their neighborhoods, offering a deeply satisfying, creative experience that feels more like tending a garden than managing a spreadsheet. Doloc Town is a creative junk punk farming simulation that revitalizes the genre by shifting the perspective to a 2D side-scroller. Set in the vibrant post-apocalyptic world built from the ruins of trains and collapsed bridges. It challenges you to build a thriving homestead in a wasteland where you must protect your crops not just from crows, but from deadly acid rains and scorching heat waves. The game successfully merges the vertical exploration and combat of Terraria with the cozy relationship mechanics of Stardew Valley. The constant threat of harsh weather adds a satisfying layer of survival tension to the relaxing farming loop, making your ability to turn a hostile, ruined environment into a lush, automated sanctuary feel genuinely hard-earned and rewarding. Before ending the video, we got some honorable mentions for you.
Is it expired? Give him a ticket.
Hold it. Don't make me drop you.
Another day, another dime.
Second chance. Orders must be given clearly. Timing, position, and...
investigate hidden truths, banish darkness, and distract the unwary. Yet, even I...
Do you agree with the list? If you have a favorite, whether it's on the list or outside the list, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.